A News9 report.
Atrocities, bloodshed and gore are synonymous with ISIS, and one knows to prove their point, they can go to any extent. Take a look at this gruesome video released by ISIS in response to the US military strikes in Iraq.
It's shocking to say the least. The ongoing conflict between the US and Iraq has indeed taken an ugly turn. This is how the US journalist who was captured 18 months back was beheaded by ISIS.
Time. I wish I could have the hope of freedom and seeing my family once again. But that ship has sailed.
This is James Wright Foley, an American citizen of your country. As a government, you have been at the forefront of the aggression towards the Islamic State. You have plotted against us and gone far out of your way to find reasons to interfere in our affairs. Today, your military air force is attacking us daily in Iraq. Your strikes have caused casualties amongst Muslims. You are no longer fighting an insurgency. We are an Islamic army and a state that has been accepted by a large number of Muslims worldwide. So effectively, any aggression towards the Islamic State is an aggression towards Muslims from all walks of life who have accepted the Islamic Caliphate as their leadership. So any attempt by you, Obama, to deny the Muslims their rights of living in safety under the Islamic Caliphate will result in the bloodshed of your people.
This US freelance photojournalist has been identified as James Foley. He had been missing since 2012 after being kidnapped by a gang of men on the Thanksgiving Day in Syria. The video clearly shows Foley blaming the US government for his death. The ISIS released this shocking video on Tuesday. The original video was a 4-minute long one, but it was later removed from the site. Meanwhile, Foley was not the only one who was seen in the ISIS captivity. The ISIS militant also had another journalist, Steven Sotlov, dressed in the same orange outfit in his clutches. The video towards the end shows the man warning US President Barack Obama to stop the military airstrikes in Iraq, else face more bloodshed in the region. Soon after this video was released, US Senator Jian Shaheen in a statement called Foley's murder a cowardly act.
Everyone who knew Foley recognized his dedication to his work and his commitment to sharing his eyewitness reporting of world events. His murder was a cowardly act of terrorism and underscores the threat that ISIL poses to the freedom we hold dear. My thoughts are with the Foley family and everyone who knew and loved James, both in New Hampshire and around the world.
For Foley's family members, it was a difficult time.
We have never been prouder of our son Jim. He gave his life trying to expose the world to the suffering of the Syrian people. We implore the kidnappers to spare the lives of the remaining hostages. Like Jim, they are innocent. They have no control over American government policy in Iraq, Syria or anywhere in the world. We thank Jim for all the joy he gave us. He was an extraordinary son, brother, journalist and person. Please respect our privacy in the days ahead as we mourn and cherish Jim. You just feel sad. You just hope the family can grieve and deal with it because it's one of those things that you can't control at all. Please honor James Foley and respect my family's privacy. Don't watch the video, don't share it. That's not how life should be.
Though US President Barack Obama has not reacted to the issue yet, he is likely to come in soon. While with the US launching airstrikes on Iraq, ISIS is retaliating in an inhumane manner. Will the US and Iraq government successfully resolve the issue soon? Or will more innocents have to lay down their lives for stability and peace in that region? A News9 report.
Well, geniuses are not born every day, and when they are born, they indeed leave a mark behind them, inspiring thousands of others. BKS Iyengar, one of the tallest yoga leaders the world has ever seen, belonged to this group. His death is indeed a great loss.
An expert who had created a niche for himself in the world of yoga. A master who had been the guiding light to thousands of yoga seekers, helping them lead a meaningful life, is no more. It's truly the end of an era. Born at Bellur in Karnataka, Bellur Krishnamachar Sundara Raja Iyengar, or more familiarly known by the initials BKS Iyengar, was one of the foremost yoga teachers in the world. Today the world became poorer by his sad demise in Pune. The yoga exponent was admitted to the hospital after he complained of difficulty in breathing. He was also undergoing dialysis for renal insufficiency. Last Tuesday, his condition became critical, so doctors had to insert a tube to provide him with liquid food. In spite of the best efforts, his condition only worsened. In the last 3 weeks, there was a sharp decrease in the legend's health conditions. Though he was advised to get himself admitted to the hospital, it is said he consistently refused. It was only later that he finally resented, courtesy his family members. He was also suffering from heart trouble, and in the wee hours, he departed from his physical body. As the news of his death spread, Prime Minister Modi tweeted his condolences.
I am deeply saddened to know about Yogacharya BKS Iyengar's demise and offer my condolences to his followers all over the world.
The Prime Minister further added,
Generations will remember BKS Iyengar as a fine guru, scholar and a stalwart who brought yoga into the lives of many across the world.
Well, it was not just the Prime Minister, but others too.
BKS Iyengar has passed away. I heard it from a friend here in India, and my thoughts are going to all the people that I know in Holland that studied with BKS Iyengar, that had a very good inspiration from this person who is a very wise man, and so it's very sad.
Well, I would like to offer my condolence to all of his family and friends, as well as students. I haven't had the chance personally to study with him, but I know that he's been greatly contributing to the yoga culture. And yeah, I know his work will stay with us forever. I've read his book before, and he's got several published. And yeah, I think he will stay with us for a long time.
We condole the death of Yoga Guru B.K. Iyengar ji. He really made Pune a yoga capital, and more than that, he reintroduced the world the power of yoga. He was always conscious about the health of the nation, and he believed and he was passionate about yoga.
A man who had won the hearts of thousands of people through his yoga expertise is no more. Well, it is indeed a great loss. A News9 report.